CEO yells at janitor's daughter for touching her watch. She gasps when he rebuilds it without tools. The towering glass building gleamed in the sunlight, casting long shadows on the sidewalk below as morning commuters rushed in and out like clockwork. Inside, on the 40th floor, the air was hushed, efficient, and meticulously perfect, just the way Madison Cole liked it. As the CEO of a major tech conglomerate in Manhattan, Madison had built her empire with steel nerves, cold precision, and zero tolerance for disruption. Everything had a place. Everything, and everyone, knew their role. Or at least they were supposed to. That morning, Madison's patience was already fraying. She had an investors' meeting in an hour, a broken espresso machine, and a string of red alerts blinking on her smartwatch. She stormed out of her office, pacing the hallway when she noticed something that made her stop in her tracks. A young girl, no older than 12, stood near the waiting area, her small fingers curiously turning over something shiny. Madison squinted. Her watch. Madison's sleek, custom-designed smartwatch had somehow fallen from her office desk. And now, the janitor's daughter was toying with it like a cheap toy. "Hey!" Madison's voice cut through the quiet floor like a whip. "What do you think you're doing?" The girl jumped, her fingers freezing. Her large brown eyes widened, and for a moment, she looked like a deer caught in headlights. I didn't mean to, it was just on the floor. "I thought it was broken," she said softly, holding the watch out with both hands. "Don't touch what isn't yours." Madison snapped, snatching the watch away. "This isn't a toy. It's worth more than your rent, I bet. Where's your father?" The girl flinched but didn't cry. "He's downstairs. He said I could sit here while he finishes." Madison huffed, turning the watch over in her hands. "Great. Now it's jammed," she muttered. The screen was dark, lifeless. "Of course. I didn't break it," the girl said, eyes still fixed on the watch. "I was trying to fix it." "Oh really?" Madison raised an eyebrow. "What are you, a miniature engineer?" "No," the girl said quietly. "But I remember how the pieces were supposed to fit." "Excuse me?" Madison asked, the sarcasm heavy. The girl pointed at the underside of the watch. "It's a multi-axis rotor. It's jammed because the tension spring popped out of alignment. You have to gently rotate the frame and reseat the pressure lock. If I had smaller fingers, I could." "Stop." Madison blinked. "How do you know that?" The girl shrugged. "I like machines. I help my dad fix vacuum cleaners and elevators sometimes. And I watch a lot of videos." Madison stared at her, unsure whether to laugh or be impressed. This couldn't be real. She sighed and handed the broken watch back. "Fine. Show me what you think you know." The girl's fingers moved with surprising grace. With no tools, just touch and memory, she pressed and twisted, her brow furrowed in intense concentration. Madison watched as the screen flickered, once, twice, then lit up. The time glowed brightly. Her calendar pinged. The watch was working. Madison gasped. "You actually fixed it." The girl smiled shyly. "I told you. It wasn't that hard." For a moment, Madison said nothing. She was never speechless. But this girl, wearing hand-me-down shoes and a backpack with a missing zipper, had just done what her IT team sometimes couldn't manage. "What's your name?" she asked. "Sophia," the girl replied. "Sophia Morales." Madison nodded, her mind spinning. She glanced down the hallway. "Come with me." Sophia hesitated. "My dad said. Just for a minute. He'll understand." Inside Madison's office, Sophia's eyes widened at the floor-to-ceiling windows and sleek black furniture. Madison pulled a tablet from her desk drawer and laid it in front of her. "Do you know what this is?" she asked. A prototype? Sophia guessed. Madison smiled faintly. Close. It's a new interface we're developing, next-gen augmented input systems. Still buggy, still rough. Want to try? Sophia nodded eagerly, already engrossed. Her fingers moved quickly, intuitively, testing commands, offering suggestions. Within minutes, she identified a glitch that Madison's lead engineers had been trying to isolate for 2 weeks. Madison leaned back, stunned. This wasn't luck. This was raw, untrained genius. Downstairs, Sophia's father, Mr. Morales, was searching the lobby with panic in his eyes when the elevator chimed. Madison stepped out with Sophia beside her. Mr. Morales, she said, extending a hand. You must be Sophia's father. We need to talk. The janitor paled. I'm sorry, ma'am. I told her to stay in the... She didn't do anything wrong, Madison interrupted. In fact, she may have just changed the direction of my entire company. He blinked, confused. What? Sophia's brilliant. I've worked with engineers 3 times her age who couldn't do what she just did. I'd like to offer her something, if you'll allow it. A week later, Sophia walked through the front doors of the Coltech Young Innovators Program, a scholarship and mentorship initiative personally created by Madison. It was the company's first outreach to children from underprivileged backgrounds, sparked by a girl who once fixed a CEO's watch with her bare hands. Sophia's eyes lit up as she entered the state-of-the-art lab filled with interactive tech and mentors. Her father walked beside her, holding back tears. Madison met them inside. Welcome to your new world, she said gently. Let's build something incredible together. From that day forward, everything changed. Madison, once known as cold, driven, untouchable, began inviting more kids like Sophia into the company's orbit. She visited schools, funded community robotics clubs, and made it her mission to uncover hidden talent in unexpected places. Years later, at a global tech summit, a 20-year-old Sophia Morales stood on stage, accepting an award for her invention that made prosthetics accessible to children in low-income countries. Cameras flashed. Applause thundered. Madison watched from the audience, eyes glistening. And as Sophia closed her speech, she said with a smile, "It all started with a broken watch, and someone who gave me a chance." The heart doesn't care where genius is born. It only asks for someone to notice. Kindness isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's a quiet decision to believe in someone no one else sees. And sometimes, that belief can change the world.